Good morning, it's Tony Hayes from Paranormal Practitioners UK. Today's date 15th of March 2022, and we're looking at the Cheshire investigation again. We've now been able to catch up with all of 2021. I'm now in January, and this piece of footage is from the 8th of January 2022. This is a little bit different because we're dealing with what I would call a personal experience. So basically what I had is a chat with the owner, and what he was actually saying is that he'd gone outside to empty the bin, general tied up, and an overwhelming fear overcame him. What he described as feeling weird. Now, there is no reason for him to have felt this, and it's like a sort of a spontaneous event when, for some reason, you can be sat there doing either watching TV or sat reading, and suddenly, bang, this feeling, anxiety, and in some cases can be quite overpowering and overwhelming. This is what then happens. So I'd spoken to him because it's generally okay, and I can really count on it maybe one hand when the owner makes contact because he's in the building on his own and he's got concerned. So I do take it quite seriously when he does ring me, and unfortunately I was there to pick up the phone. And what he described was typical with this sort of spontaneous event of overwhelming. It could be anxiety, it could be fear. Sometimes people experience sorrow. It's that type of thing, and it happens. No one says often, but it does occur from time to time. Now, what we decided to do with this is to run a recording to see if we could capture anything, because often when you go into buildings, how on earth do you know if the spirit's hanging about? You don't. I'm not as sensitive. My colleague Amanda Griffith certainly is, but you know, can I rely on someone saying to me, yes, there is a spirit hanging about here? I don't think so. So when this sort of event occurs, this spontaneous sense of feeling, that's an opportunity to experiment. And with this particular one, we decided to do is initiate the old one knock for yes, two knocks for no, and just a question of asking a question and just remaining silent for a period of time. Now, we have used this before, not in the main office, but certainly in the empty office, to good effect. So this is what I suggested to the owner. If he feels comfortable, if you're fairly, we've had an event here which he can't explain about this overwhelming anxiety, that let's just give this a try. So there are 3 videos with this. If we hear anything, what I can quickly do is pop them into the audio software and see if we can enhance them somewhat. I am using amplified headphones, so just be ready for that. I can hear a lot more because I'm already on higher volume. So I tend to use a Rode microphone that goes into the USB on the computer, so I can use that for the vocal, and it brings the audio back into a socket where I can just plug into my headphones, and it's amplified, and I'm on maximum with it, so I will hear a lot more than you do. So, and what that's for is it just saves me repeatedly putting the audio or the movie into the audio workstation and amplifying it at point. It just saves me a lot of time. So if I can hear something on here, you might not hear it at that point. And if I do hear it, it will go into the audio workstation, and I can guarantee you will hear it then. So let's listen to the first one. There's nothing to see. This is all.
Hi there. My name's Andy. I just wanted to ask if there's anybody.
Right. I haven't a clue what this device is. I didn't look on it at the time. It seems to be some form of noise generator. You've got waves, stream, birds, wind, summer night, rain, white noise. White noise. I think that's what he's put on. Because I've never listened to these in advance. I just basically said to the owner, you go ahead, do your recordings. I would have completely said no to white noise, because our cleaning audio after, when you've just added a load of white noise to it, is pretty pointless. There are some paranormal investigators who firmly believe that white noise is somehow involved with paranormal voices, helped by the fact of devices such as the SP7, the SP11 spirit boxes. I don't buy that. You have a standard digital recorder, and you'll record electronic voice phenomena as well as disembodied voices. You don't need white noise to generate it. So I've never been a supporter of that theory, and I'm not seeing anything that actually shows that is the case. I don't consider white noise to be any form of energy. I just see it as a complete pain in the ass to try and eliminate it after. So I would at the time have suggested to Andy not to use the white noise. I don't find a problem actually experimenting with other sounds. That may encourage it. Some people will pop on 1930s music, or maybe birds singing, something that, if you are dealing with an intelligent spirit, may just force a memory within them, and that may encourage them. Birds singing, winds, that type of stuff. So I'll listen to it anyway, but I think it's going to be practically impossible for me to pick any sound out of this one, such as noises, what he's suggesting.
Hi there. My name's Andy. I just wanted to ask if there's anybody in this building at the moment. If there's somebody here, would you like to make your presence known? If you come towards my voice, try talking. If you try talking, I've got a little white box in front of me and might be able to hear you on this. If you don't want to talk, could you make some sort of a noise, perhaps bang on something for me? You could knock once for yes, twice for no to answer questions as well if you want. If that's okay, then do you mind telling me your name, please?
Yeah, this is the problem with this type of experiment. How on earth are you supposed to hear something when you got that damn racket going on? It's incredible.
Have you been here for a long time? Are you stuck here?
Yeah, when I saw this, I actually firmly believe that he was using a recording device. Didn't think he was generating that amount of racket. So, okay, just about ready to go on to the next one. I think this is number 2.
Did you used to work at the old brickworks? Did you have any unfinished business at all?
Yeah, I'm not going to criticise him too much at all, because he's actually had the common sense to actually try this. It's an experiment. There's nothing wrong with experiment. You should experiment all the time. It doesn't matter how daft the experiment may be. Try the experiment, because you just don't know. You may get a result. So I can't criticise anyone for doing an experiment, but it's not something I would have I would have suggested, because of the sheer amount of noise and how he's supposed to hear something within it.
Are you male or female?
If you're asking questions for yes, 1 for yes and 2 for no, you ensure that the questions are questions, not are you male or female. It's not a yes or no answer. So, and sometimes if you try this experiment, write the questions down. You know, if there's a couple of you, they're going to try to or get together as a team and produce a controlled experiment by using controlled questions. So there's no way that you can cause confusion by asking an open-ended statement, really, because are you a male or a female is certainly not an answer, a yes or no question.
I'll ask that question again. Are you male or female?
Done it again. Unless he's asking for a voice.
Do you visit here regularly? Is there anything else at the moment you'd like to tell me? Well, thank you for your time.
Okay, very polite, respectful, which is fine. Just one more to do. Normally when you go into this type of 1 rat for yes, 2 rats for no, you don't need any other device except for the recording device. You don't need to introduce sound into it, because that's problematic. The idea behind this is remaining as quiet as possible in a quiet room, ask the question and remain absolutely silent, no movement whatsoever, for maybe up to 8 to 10 seconds, and you're listening for that rat, such as is anyone in the building, tap tap, or tap. We have had it in the other room, so but make you know, the advice here with this is list your questions up. If you need any help with them, send us a message and I can send you a list and control it, and ensure, if necessary, have a watch next to you so you lose 8 to 10 seconds. So if, for example, you're leaving 8 seconds between the questioning and you're getting the rats between 6 and 7 seconds, leave a gap of 10 seconds, otherwise you may end up cutting it off. And it does work. It's an old cliche that was used in the Victorian and Edwardian parlours. It was used then, and it's still an effective way of contact, mainly because you're doing nothing else but asking a question and requiring an answer in raps. What's the significance of the raps? No idea. But what I do know is that system does generally work very, very well. So we'll listen to the last one.
Right, I just need to debunk.
That's better.
Excuse me, any of the knocks or bangs that I've heard in there. Make sure it's not coming from the camera case in any way. So I'm moving it around in my hand at the moment of my fingers.
Yeah,
Let's make sure that my fingers moving off the case or moving around the case.
Yeah, I don't think there's any sort of. I don't believe for a second there's any sound in there other than the great white noise and the Andy talking. So it's an experiment that he was tried. If you're going to try this, don't introduce noise into it. This is the first time I've actually heard them. It was only done a couple of months ago. I do remember the conversation. I remember he saying he's going to try yes, but I didn't realise he was going to introduce white noise into it. So I don't know why somebody would buy a device with white noise in it. Generation. Does that help you sleep or de-stress? I don't know. It's a strange world that we live in at times. So nothing much on this one except that was the experiment. It was a failure. And we'll see you on the next movie. Bye.